Uh, it was supposed to say, "What if Yaz is the timeless child?" Oh, but for some reason that "the" got left out. I'm gonna have to fix that later. But okay, it was a theory that hit me in the shower this morning. But unfortunately, like I said, one of the things I didn't like was the fact that it's been pigeonholed down so much now with evidence to point at the fact it is the doctor. Unless there's, what I like I said, there's a billion and five ways that you can retcon or repair things given Time Lord technology. But it was just a theory I was playing around with. What if it turns out Yaz is the timeless child? And I was like, well, we've seen chameleon arch technology turn Time Lords into humans. We've also know that they have the ability to basically retcon memories and stuff like that. And it's like, what if the fact Yaz is a police officer was leaning towards something. And I was also like, because remember that one, you know, bit, a fragment and all that we got when the doc went into the Matrix back in the Timeless Children and all that. Oh, that's right. The Timeless Children are coming to eat your town. Now, was alluding, remember they had it set up to look like this, record about, this cop who served the division and all that. But the problem is, too much evidence now is pointed at the fact that it's the doctor. But there are ways you can slant that. You could have the whole division thing as having taken place in the doctor's lifetime, and it turns out it has nothing to do with the timeless child and all that. That the evidence that was left in the Matrix was slanted, to lead away from the real timeless child, which was what I was hoping they'd do to begin with. And I hope that's, because that's one of the ways you could resolve it. And a lot of people are going to go, oh, I never thought of that. And simple, but the problem is we've already had Yaz's timeline pretty well established and all that. And, but like I said, it was just a theory that was cooking around in my brain. It's one way I would have done it. To just screw with people's brains. Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't have had Tech Tayun appear at all in Flux. I don't know why he had to do that other than to go, look, everybody, it's the truth. I'm going to piss you off now. That, it's like there were so many other, good villains, like, oh, God, I can't remember the name of the two now. Sorry, I like that. They were interesting villains, and now my brain's fried out. I'd have had it, dropped on them as having caused all this. Really, I mean, Tech Tayun wouldn't have been involved in it at all. Is what I mean. Um, that whole passenger thing and all that stuff. But, but it's like, yeah, the more I puzzle it, the more, yeah, sadly they've had too many things pointing at the fact that it is the Doctor. But I was like, okay, but there's a lot of ways you could retcon this and make it fit. Yeah, we know Rassilon's still running around out there doing God knows what. And we know Rassilon is also effectively immortal. That was established all the way back in the Five Doctors and all that. But now we know how why Rassilon had the gift of bodily, permanent bodily regeneration. But it's just, why did they do that with Tech Tayun? I can't figure out. They could have. Plus the fact that they got her appearing like, in, Southeast Asian garb, complete with a Chinese style hat. I know I don't want to pick on Ray Holman. I still, like I said, I think he's a brilliant wardrobe designer and all that. It was just a theory that was muddling around in my head, but now the more I think about it, the harder it would be to do it. All I know is this. Well, I know it's a bit off topic. If there is an Antichrist and you believe in that sort of thing, Amber Heard is definitely convincing me it's possible. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I'm not going to. The more I hear about how this person thinks and how this person, mindset is, especially after they revealed that where she was trying to take video of Johnny Depp, when he was angry about losing all that money, he doesn't even look at her when he's having this rant. I guess he busted a glass, he slammed some doors, but also the fact they keep throwing this evidence up when it was illegally taken. You see, California, where the video was taken, is a two-party state, which means both parties have to have knowledge and give consent of the recording. I'm not kidding. They should do a horror. Yeah, I agree. They should do a horror movie. Just have it be Amber Heard. I'm not kidding. This woman frightens me. I'm not kidding. She has eyes like Michael Myers and shit. I'm not kidding. It's like I hear like the theme to The Omen or Halloween or whatever playing whenever she's sitting there staring at that court, camera in court. Like I'm not kidding. She's just soulless. It's like a shark's eyes. It's quick. It's like a doll's eyes. Oh my goodness! It was just a theory I was playing around. It would be fun if it turned out Yaz was the timeless child all along. But the problem is you would really have to tread over, all the evidence that you've thrown in there for the last couple seasons in order to make it work. And it just amazes the crap out of me. Oh yeah, security's up here. Oh, they've been having a ball lately. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to discuss our latest security measures because I could possibly lose my job. Go, First Amendment. I don't know. What do you think? Would it have been great if it turned out Yaz was the timeless child all along? It's just a theory I've had. Let me know in the comment box what you think on that. Sadly, though, as I've said, oh yeah, like I said, that bit about the ponds was a bit of speculation. So don't take that too seriously. It was just me throwing the idea out there based on the fact that we had Chibnall make this statement in 2020 where he mentions, Ace and Tegan, and then all of a sudden he mentions Amy and Rory Pond. Well, not everybody's going to show up every morning. I'm sorry. It's just, people have lives. And like I said, I mainly do this for a bit of fun anyway. It's kind of like maybe it's therapy. Therapy for the fact that I know another 6 days of my life in a row are going to disappear. Ugh. There's even word going around they're going to try to get a couple of voluntary Sundays. Oh, man. The sad part is we'd be on 8-hour shifts right now if it weren't for the fact they got rid of one of our shifts. And now they're trying to make up for it with one. Like I said, I'm not one of them people who's too obsessed with numbers, and you can tell. It's like I took a 2-month break, okay, and I'm still averaging around 500 views per video. And you got people out there who, I get 20 to 30,000 views per video. And it's like, yeah, because I've done it with absolutely zero advertising, just about. Oh, yeah, I love this. There's a group that I'd been in years, and this happens repeatedly on Facebook. You've probably heard this one happen before. And I'd been posting videos there for years, and sure enough, um, trust me, I would never. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Anyone who sues this company, you've got 10 times more cojones than I ever will, because you're a 9-ounce mouse fighting a 100,000-pound gorilla. Okay? This is a multi-billion-dollar international organization. You stand about as much chance as that fly against the van on the highway, against the windshield. Yeah. And no thanks, you're the one who walks away a squashed mess. Ugh. I would never do that, no, because unless it was, even if it was really drastic, you're probably going to lose. And sadly, that's how our country is now. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother reality. That's a whole nother lecture. But like I said, I was just playing around with the idea, what if Yaz was the timeless child, and it turns out all along. But I'm like, sadly, like I said, one of the things I didn't like that Chibnall did for the last few years, couple of years, is he pretty much solidified the fact that it's the Doctor. And I'd have left it vague. Personally, if I was running things, I'd have left it deliberately vague. And this way, when it got up to the last episode, like now with the centenary special, I'd have flipped it on everybody, especially all the people who've been sitting there going, "You have undermined and disrespected William Hartnell." And I'd have had it turned out the Fugitive Doctor took place between 2 and 3. Why not? Moffat can shoehorn in a Doctor between Paul McGann and Eccleston. Yeah, that Johnny Depp was not the abuser. And the more and more evidence we hear, and the more testimony we hear from various individuals, come on. When I found out that Amber Heard's personal assistant was making a few dollars less an hour than I do, I really wish I could reach out and just grab and hug that woman and let her have a good cry on my shoulder. Because I can't even imagine the abuse that lady took. And then, all the crap, that she had to put up with. And trust me, sit there and listen to her testimony if you can find it. It's been all over the place. It was from a deposition she had done a while back. And when you listen to how much she was basically like a child caregiver, to these people who are supposed to be full-grown adults. And people don't realize that. I keep telling people that. Some of these celebrities, I said not all of them, but there's a lot of these celebrities who live on a completely different planet than you and I live on. And people don't seem to accept that. Trust me, most of these folks are pretty much grounded in reality. They're not all evil. But there's some in there that literally are so deluded, it's scary. Oh, yeah, I saw the one, you're talking about, Michael. Yeah, is that hearsay? I love that video. I just looked and realized I've got to get inside, gang. So, please, one of the things like I always tell you, be kind, be calm, be safe. Above everything else, please be kind today. Take care of yourselves and others. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours. And hopefully we'll see you all again in the future. Take care, everybody.